And here it is, the Mini 3 from DJI. I did not get sponsored in any kind of way. I bought this with my own money. It's the one of the newer ones. We're gonna open the package today. I already got it out of the foil, out of the wrap, because I want to take a look at it. Here is the bag with everything in it, with a strap for around your shoulder. We got a pocket in the front right here for SD cards and the guides, I think. Then this is what's in the bag. The controller, the smart one with the screen built in. The guides, quick start guides, and USB-C, the power adapter and cable. New batteries for the Mini 3. These are not the 51 minutes, but the normal 83 minutes. And last but not least, the drone with one of the 3 batteries already in it. And as last, we have some extra props right here. This is what the bags looks like when everything out of it. Here's a pocket for the drone right here. Controller, batteries, start guide / documents / SD cards, extra props in front. You can get it open. Here another pocket for SD cards and that kind of things, with a strap for around your shoulder. That was the bag. Then we're gonna start with the start guides. I'm gonna open it. And do it as good as we can. Just nicely. So here they are. Just some guides if you don't already own a drone or you don't know how to do it. The start guide, the flight safety, safety guidelines, fly more combo information, that kind of stuff. The USB-C to USB-C adapter or cable. A screwdriver if you want, if you need to assemble to put on new props, and USB-A to USB-C cable. That was the start guide. Then we are gonna move on to the batteries. These are the new batteries. Wow, they're such bigger than the Mini 2 ones. Ooh. Oh, did you see the Mini 2 batteries? These were the Mini 2 batteries. Look at how big they are. Look at the difference. They're much bigger. A new charging hub for the new ones. Difference, Mini 2 batteries, Mini 3 batteries. They look much bigger on camera. Look at the difference. Almost twice as big as the old Mini 2 batteries. So that are the batteries. Just I got 3 of them. I will put them in the charger so that we can also start with a quick start guide later. It's a new charging hub for 3 batteries. You can put 1, 2, 3 batteries in it. Here you can look how much they are charged. And you got an import for USB-C and output for if you want to charge your telephone or controller, an on and off button to look at how much power they have. They charge in series, not in parallel, so they charge one at a time. They look at of the charging up looks which one is the most has the most power. That one you will charge as first, and then you will go on to the next one, so you don't have to wait long to fly your drone. I'm gonna put this in the charger. Got the USB-C charger. Gonna put it right in here. It's gonna start up. If it's right. Here, you see the green things? So the green dots that are pinging right now, that is how much the battery's charged. It's around 50% right now. It's gonna charge this battery first, and then after that it's gonna charge this battery, and after that it's gonna charge this battery. So that's gonna charge in the background. Then we're gonna move on to the controller. This is the new one with the built-in screen. Wow, it looks really cool. You can see the reflection really good. Wow. New sort of moving things. Night knop, on off knop, return to home, and pause knop, cine, normal, and sport mode, of fast mode, of how you, if you want to call it, a record knop, a picture knop if you want to take pictures, and it's switching between. If you are on video mode and you want to take a picture, you just press this one and it takes picture. This scroll wheel on the left is to turn the gimbal up and down, and the scroll wheel here on the right is to zoom in or zoom out of your subject. It's with the screen. You got on the back here your sticks for flying and the C1 and C2 buttons. These buttons you can make it personal, so you can say fly this way or fly that way, and then it will fly that way and it will stay if you press the C1 or something like that. They got the new sticks. Kijken for right, so on the right. And left for left. These are much better than the old ones. They move really good. They're from solid steel instead of rubber. I will take the old controller. I will have you look at it. So here's the old controller. It's almost as big but twice as heavy as this one. It had the old sticks, these ones with a bit of rubber on the sides instead of steel. It looks a bit the same, but this one has a screen built in. Here you need your phone on top and you have a cable for your phone. This was a bit of a hassle when you wanted to fly fast. This one you needed your phone, a cable. This one you just start up and it's time to fly. Here they are the picture and video of the record button on the same place. There's only one scroll wheel for down and up with the gimbal. No C1 or C2 buttons, and if you want to switch between modes you need to press this, and you had one function button. So that's a new controller. It looks really good and personal. It's very light. If you're gonna look at the old controller, that's one gonna rest here. And then as last, the drone. It looks really cool already in the package. Gonna open it. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Really cool. So DJI is really sticker happy, so it's all over the camera and the drone there are stickers. We're gonna pull out the poten, the wings, and if it's flying a bit right up, as if it wants to be, so that if you go fast it won't top over like this. Here on the back there's the third battery and a sticker. Charge to activate intelligent flight battery before using for the first time. You can take it out like so. There's the inside of the drone. You can put it so back in. And this one's going also in my battery station back here. Like so. On these batteries also on these ones there says ultra light 294 grams. This is because in Europe and other countries, drones under 250 grams you can fly without having a permit. And on the heavier batteries, where you can fly 51 minutes, you don't get these in Europe, but in America you can get this. And this ultralight won't say it on the battery, because otherwise it would be weird, want the drone will be over 250 grams. Here it is, the camera. Gonna pull the gimbal cover off. Hieronder kun je hem eraf halen. Can you take off? Kun je zo you can take it off really carefully to not damage the gimbal. There are a lot of stickers on this. I'm gonna pull one off. Which one do we do first? Oh, this one. The really sticker happy. So. Really careful with this, want if you break the gimbal it's really painful for the camera, for the drone, and you need to pay many monies to get a new one. Here's the gimbal. It's a new kind of version. It's in place of the top down, it's from the sides. Under another sticker and a piece of foam to keep the camera of the gimbal steady. I'm gonna keep this, so if I'm gonna transport it I can do it back here so the gimbal won't move. Gimbal moves up, down, left, right, and because it's a Mini 3 it can also shoot true vertical, just like this, so you don't have to crop in your pictures. If we're gonna take the wings and put them back, because I want to show you how you put on your ND filters. I don't have them yet. I'm gonna buy them binnenkort. I'm gonna buy them real fast so I can get flying with this. So you take off, even kijken. You do all the wings like this inside, so that you can like this. You can put them so in each other, so they won't flop around like this. You can't do that on the top, because otherwise they will break. So you can set it down now. I'm filming on a gimbal with my phone, so it is a bit old, and it will do that sometimes. So here's the new camera. Real nice. I'm gonna take the front thing off. This is the real camera. This is the whole lens. You need to look out, because this thing that's on it, it doesn't have a piece of glass, it's just hollow. So if you damage your drone, you fly it in somewhere, you need to buy a whole new drone, or you need to get your gimbal replaced, and that's a lot of money. So many people use UV filters and ND filters for that. You see the new system, you can just sort of twist it off and then put it back on. I will do that fast. Like this, it will be sideways a little bit, and then you click it back like this, and then you have your ND filter on, if you have ND filters. It has a new design. You can look 80 degrees up instead of the 20 degrees on the old old drone on the Mini 2. That was my unboxing. We're gonna show if the batteries are charged and the controller is charged and all that. We're going to do a quick startup. And if you're done with flying your drone, you can take the gimbal cover, you hook it up with this hinge right here. Behind the camera there's a little vent behind there. You hook that under there. You hook that under there, and then if it's hooked, it will place itself. If it's in the sensors right below here on the camera, it will do it. This is an improved gimbal cover from the Mini 3 Pro. There it was like two strips of plastic right here in the middle, so it would be like a little bit hard to put it on because the camera would touch that and the camera could damage from that, but that's improved on this version. This version doesn't have any sensors here in the front or back or under here, only lidar sensors, something like that, to look how high up you are. That's the difference between the Mini 2 and the Mini 3. The Mini 3 and the Mini 3 Pro. The Mini 3 Pro has sensors here, so you don't fly into other things. I will take my Mini 2 and we'll look at the difference. So this is my Mini 2. So you see how this has a sort of house around itself, a sort roof or something like that. So the camera only can tilt up 20 degrees and not 80 degrees. It also has a different battery. It has a cover right back here in place of just open space. The SD card and USB-C are in the same place, almost here and there on top of the battery. Here they're down on the battery. This is a bit different. Here on the Mini 3 you have also the lights on the pouches, the pouches. You have the lights on the pouches, the how do you call them? They have a name, I don't know. So here are lights. On this one they aren't here. So you see here lights, and here aren't any lights. Also here you have a cover for your props. Here you don't. Here you just fold them into each other and then they won't go anywhere. Here there's also a different sort of gimbal cover, so you don't it's not backwards compatible. Also the batteries are not backwards compatible. The ND filters are not backwards compatible. The SD card well. The USB-C also. The ND filters, I have one right here on the Mini 2. I'm gonna buy some for the Mini 3 if I get the chance to. The batteries are almost charged up, one of them, so we can start on the guide. These have all the difference. I showed the difference between the controller, the batteries, and now the drone. So the controller, the new one, also has a SD card, micro SD card place, USB-C for charging. Here under the plastic cover, it's host. So if you want to download third-party apps or something like that, also with USB-C, and an SD card slot, because if you want to record on your controller, you need something to record on. An SD card on the old controller, you could do that with your phone if you wanted to. So these sticks feel really nice in place of the old ones. It's really good looking. The only downside is this is glass, so if you drop it or you get a scratch on it, that's zonde. If you so I'm maybe gonna buy a protector for it. I see you so when I'm going to install software. So one of the three batteries is 100%. You see it here, they are charging. If I put it back in the charging case, you see 4 green lights, so it's all the way charged. Oh, now it's charging again. So we're gonna take it out, and this is the battery we're gonna use to start the drone up for the first time, because you need a fully charged battery, because otherwise it maybe it will lose its charge before the drone has updated all software and such. So you're gonna take the gimbal cover off again. You're gonna take the battery, slide it in with the ultra light down. You will hear a click, like okay. So if you pull it out, your click. Here's the on-off button. I'm gonna take my SD card out of my laptop, so I can, if I want to, I can download the data. If I'm right, you need to put the golden fingers up, so like this, towards the on-off knob. So 2-time press to turn it off, or turn it up. The gimbal will do a little dance. You hear a sound. The gimbal will do a little dance. If it's right, it calibrates. It's going to calibrate itself. It's calibrated. Now we're gonna turn on the controller. You will see also 2-time press. It turns on. My controller is almost brighter than my telephone screen. It's about 7,000 nits. The drone can film 4K 30 FPS and flies around 83 minutes. This controller can go around 5 or 6 hours. We're gonna change the language to English. Next, I'm gonna, in terms of privacy policy, all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna agree with it. My region is the Netherlands. Here you can see it's touchscreen, so you can look through the places you can choose from. Here's the Netherlands. We're gonna choose that. Next, we're gonna choose a Wi-Fi connection we want to connect with. I'm gonna connect to my Wi-Fi thing. You also can see it's a sort of keyboard like on your phone. Also, it's a bit different than your phone, because some of the symbols will be, if you go ABC, will symbols of 1 to 9 and 0 will be on the top of the key, top of the keyboard. I got it. Okay, connecting to the Wi-Fi. So If I'm right, it's going to select my Wi-Fi right now. Okay, it's connected. Going to next. We're going to set a time. We need to take even Amsterdam because I'm from the Netherlands. So if I'm gonna, what is it? Central American, oh Europe, I need to change it to Europe, I think. Oh, Amsterdam, Berlin. Okay. Next. Note, make sure it's set correct, Amsterdam, Berlin. Note, incorrect time may prevent device activations. Confirm. Okay, so I'm gonna log in. I'm not gonna show any details right now. So we got our personal information. So and then you need to verify your account so you're not a robot. It's OBVB. Login. Activate. It's going to activate. Improvement not now. And welcome to the start guide. Start. Swipe horizontally from edge of the screen to return previous screen. Left gimbal. So what I told you, this is to make the gimbal look down and up. It's going up right now. It's going down. And the right dial is to zoom in, like it says on the screen. The record button to start filming, and the half press to autofocus, full press to take a photo. This is for the photo / picture. It does if you press it half like that, you will hear a sound and it will autofocus for you. Then you have the return to home / pause button. So if it's flying and you want to return to home because a low battery or something else, if you press it long, it will fly up into the sky to a set height. Then it will fly back to where it started or where its home point is. It also has a pause / brake button. So if you're flying really fast and you're going to a tree, you almost crash, you can quickly press that and it will go from fast and right to normal. It's just died. You need to do your control stick upright so it will fly up again, and only then you can fly again. This is to switch mode between cine, normal and sport. Cine is for really slow flying, normal is for normal flying, and sport is if you want to go fast somewhere. C1 and C2 buttons are customizable in the Fly app on the screen. Solid red after aircraft not connected. Solid green aircraft connected. Solid yellow firmware update failed. Blinks blue, linking with aircraft. Blinks yellow, low battery warning. Blinks cyan, control sticks not centered. Blinks red, smart controller temperature too high / aircraft battery too low. Adjust antennas position regularly when controlling aircraft to make sure aircraft is also always within optimal transmission distance. So if the aircraft is right here, I need to point it there, and if it's here, I need to point it there. So it always goes to the right place. Now we're going to the Fly app, and I think it's downloading itself, and we need to do a new software update on this bad boy because it's not updated. Look at the camera. Ooh. With the gimbal. Fun introduction video, we're not gonna look at that. All the information, following information to ensure normal use. Ja, mag allemaal. Hardware info, not now. So, by tapping activation, you agreed with DJI aircraft terms, agree. So it's now activating my aircraft and controller. I already bought DJI Carry Fresh. If I'm right, it will be on it. I need to look at it, but here we need to do an update. My battery needs to be above 20%. We're gonna do an update. It's gonna take a bit, so it's around 2 gigabytes. So I'll see you in a bit when it's all downloaded. Also, if you just got it and you are updating or installing shit of shizzle, the drone can get pretty warm. It has an automatic feature that if it's too hot, it will shut down automatic. So don't worry about that. It will automatically do that. So it's around 50% now, and the drone is pretty hot, but I don't need to worry about it. Sometimes if you are downloading it gets too hot, it shuts off. Don't worry about it, just start it up again and connect it with your controller and it will just download fine. It's now around 50%, so I'm just updating the software. It's around 80% now. It just restarted. I thought it was broken, but don't worry if it's just makes a beep sound when you're updating it. It happens all the time. It's probably saying it's going to be restarted because it's too hot, or the downloading feature, what it's doing right now, like this, says so from you need to start up again to download the software or something like that. The drone and the controller will start up again sometimes. You don't, if you turn off the drone or the controller, everything will fill, so don't do that. So it's just this, my controller just went out, so, and it's started up again. It's now installing the last system updates, and I think I'm ready to fly after that. But I'm gonna look at everything and walk you through with settings and maybe even the DJI Carry Fresh. It's just started up again, so DJI logo is connected with the aircraft, but I don't know why it's on the logo right now. I'm just gonna wait it out and look at how it's going to do. So it's now downloading everything, the last things, I think. I hope it is, but it's around 10 minutes right now that it's updating and thing. And I'm gonna start with flying, I think. Oh, how to fly aircraft. This is all okay. Install. For every battery you own, there's software on it, because it's an intelligent flight battery, so you need to install that every time you put a new battery in. You need to install it, so do that when you have Wi-Fi or a place for Wi-Fi or something like 4G networking or something like that. So everything is downloaded, firmware is installed. I'm gonna let you in on something. So I recently bought my DJI Carry Fresh, so I can, if I crash it, I can get a new one or I can get it made. So if you buy the drone with it, you get a blue package with the code in it. But if you buy the drone second hand, or you have already a drone and you want to take a new, you want to make a new profile for the drone, of a new Carry Fresh for the drone, you go to the website, you buy it on its own for $95 for this one for 1 year and $99 for 2 years. And if you want to look at if it's then you don't get a blue package, you just get a mail with all the codes in it. And if you go from the start screen from the Fly app, also on your phone, you go to Profile, to Device Management, to Value Added Service, and you see here, right here, replacement service valid. So if I crash my drone or it flies away, I can take the drone and send it to DJI, and they will they will send the new one back. So the drone is just overheated, I think, so it's turned off. I'm gonna fly a bit. and I'm gonna see the difference between the Mini 3 and the Mini 2 in sound, because the Mini 2 was really loud and the Mini 3 needs to be quieter. At least that's what's told to me. So I'm gonna fly it a bit and then I'm gonna give you a review. So I just flown it for like 5 minutes or something. It's not much quieter, but it's a bit quieter than the Mini 3. So if I press this button, it will go to picture and you can take a picture with it. If you press this button with the red dot on it, it will go to film modus. The first time you start it, it's going to be on 1080p, 30 fps. It can do 1080p and 60 fps, 2.7K and 60 fps, and 4K and 30 fps, and everything from 30 fps and lower, it will be in HQ, like so high quality. It's just HDR, so it's better coloring and better in everything. It's also gonna be on auto right here. If you touch it, it's going to manual, and you can set all your settings from shutter speed to ISO to white balance. That's the home point. So if I press that button, it will go to here. You can do the white balance. You can set yourself, so really low for if you want to film blue, or really high if you want to film red. But I always have it on auto. By the 3 points here above, you can change all your settings: max altitude, return to home max, safety, find my drone. You have the control, metric, imperial, kilometers, meters, FPV mode, so it will follow how it's doing, recenter gimbal, RC calibration, flight tutorial. To the camera you can video subtitles, so if you want to look at what you are doing, you can look on your laptop or computer what the settings are. An histogram, it will be shown right here. It will show. Oh, it's gone. Huh. My histogram's gone. I don't know where it is, but you have a histogram, so you can see what's overexposed and low, and if it's right in the middle, it's the best. You can overexposure warning, so everything that's too bright, it will get zebras like that. You can have grid lines, so you can see how you're filming, like this. So you can look where the middle point is from the camera, and more left and more right. I've mostly got that one on. You see your SD card, auto sync HD photos and cache when recording. Cache is altijd handig. For on the controller you need an SD card. You got transmission for the transmission from the controller to the drone, and you got about for the name and software updates and that kind of things. If I'm right, you can also go to right here in film mode. You see button left on top of the thing. The camera will turn vertically, so you don't have to crop anything in. So if I'm gonna have a look at it. You see the camera is now pointed like this, vertical and not horizontal. And if I touch it again, it's going to be horizontal. So if you want to film for YouTube or for YouTube Short, TikTok or Instagram, you can do that without cropping it in. You have also modes. You have photo, video. For photo you have single, AB, timed shot, and an 84 megapixel version. Dus that's a cropped version of the you can all in 48 megapixel you can only shoot JPEG or RAW, and that's just 84 megapixel. That's 36 megapixel more than the single shot mode. The single shot is 12 megapixel, but it is cropped in, like you see here. You have video mode, you have quick shot, enable to quick shot because it's not in the air. Quick shot is fly of a drone, programmed flight path it's going to do, and you have pano, and you can take a 360, so a whole 360 photo from everything around you. And that's about it. You can also, like we talked about, this camera can go up 60 degrees. I thought it would be 80, but 60 with this scroll wheel. It can also go 90 degrees downwards. So now it's 90 degrees downwards, so minus 90, if you see right here. And you can also, if we go up again, you can take a look what this right one does. So I'm now zoomed in 0 times, just normal. And we're gonna zoom in to 2 times. In 4K it can do 2 times. It's digital zoom, so it will be less. You can also do in 1080p. You can do oh wait, wrong scroll wheel. You can do 4 times zoom max. And this is pretty far for just such a little camera, but I always set it on 4K. I'm not very interested in zooming in. If we go to safety, this is for if you so inside or so outside. It will like this or this on both sticks. It will start, and if you're in an emergency, it will also stop with flying. So don't do that mid-air because it will fall out of the air. You have stick modes, so different modes. This is to now to ascend, to descend, turn right, turn left, so like this. You have this sticks to fly left, to fly right, to fly forward, and to fly back. You have different modes. It comes pre-installed in mode 2, so everyone uses that almost. You have RC calibration for the controller, so you can calibrate it with the sticks and so. Flight tutorial and button customization, dus the C1 and C2 buttons on the back. You can do it, so recenter gimbal, it's going to be 90 degrees. So this is from 0 to 90 and from 90 to 0 in one time. It can only be programmed in recenter gimbal down/up and FPV mode, follow/FPV. The C2 button, you have different things. You can portrait landscape mode switch. You have others, none. Control, just a recenter gimbal. You have increase EV, decrease EV, camera settings, portraitless landscape mode, and EA lock on, lock off. So we're gonna try the second button. It's going from the vertical shooting to the horizontal shooting. That's what this one does. If you tap on the screen, it will focus on a point. So you want to focus on the telephone, it's going to focus on the telephone. So that's what that can do. EA lock is the if I'm right, if you have it on auto, you can set it, and it's going to lock the exposure, so you can't set it different because was it something different? Oh no, it's going to lock on a target. So if I'm going to select something different, it can. But if I'm going to center on the music box, I'm going to set C2 and it's locked on. So it's going to look at that place only for the exposure and not the whole screen. I'm gonna take that off. That's not really necessary for me. I'm gonna just set it to horizontal and vertical, zoom in, zoom out, adjust focal length, adjust EV, just hoe licht die is, how bright it is, adjust shutter speed, so how fast it shoots, adjust ISO, so the light it lets in. C1 button plus right dial is adjust shutter speed, all those customizations you can do if you want to. I'm not gonna do anything with it. I don't know what AF and MF. Oh, AF is autofocus and MF is of manual focus, so you need to focus manual. I don't know how you do it, but I don't care, but vertical shooting if I want to, so for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, that kind of shit, and yeah, vertical shooting for horizontal shooting just if you want to get the whole picture. You can also crop this into vertical shooting if you want to, but I don't really do that. So that's all the options you have. Every time you put a new battery into the drone, it has to be updated again, so I'm gonna do that fast, and I see you in the next video. Bye!